Hey, 2020. Welcome to Module 14. We are near the end. I know you're excited. I'm excited to be near the end, so I know you are. After this week, we have one more module, and then we have one more major writing assignment, and we have the final exam. So we have this week, next week, then your final exam, and woohoo, it's break and holiday time, hopefully, for those of you that celebrate the holiday. So a couple of things for this week. Let's talk about assignment number 3 really quick. A lot of you are going to see some major grade deductions when we turn on the grades later today. You'll have a rubric grade that is different than the grade that is posted, and here's why. A very, very large number of you did not bother to even attempt to use in-text citation for your movies, even though in one of my videos I reminded you to do that. Some of you didn't put it on your reference page. Some of you don't even have a reference page. And unfortunately, there's still some of you not using in-text citations at all, not even trying. And unfortunately, you know the punishment for that. And if you don't, you should go back and look at some older videos to see what that is and read some announcements. On the other hand, some of you wrote some really great stuff. It was really interesting. I like the way you looked at media that was interesting to you, and you chose to look at concepts like gender roles and masculinity, femininity, individualistic and collectivistic cultures. Some of you had some really great stuff. I appreciate the hard work that you did. So thank you. Let's see. This week, you have a new fun assignment. Fun for me, I think. You get to be the researcher and the researchee. As you probably remember, I hope you remember, last week I asked you to download an app so that you could look at your screen time use on your phone. And this week, one of the assignments you're doing requires you to log that data and then answer some prompts. So I'm excited to see what you come up with. One thing to think about, though, this project isn't for me. I mean, yeah, you get a grade for it, but these engagement exercises are designed for you to get something out of them, for you to learn something about yourself that can make your life better. So what you put into it is what you get out of it, regardless of the grade you get. And I hope you want to get something out of it. So there's that to think about as you go forward. Holiday spirit. I must be in the holiday spirit. But actually what it is I just have all these exciting things I want to share with you, and not being in the classroom to do that is really difficult. I'm not sure I love that. I'd love to be able to bebop in and say, oh, I had this great idea. Let's talk about this today. And I can't do that as well on an online course. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give you more extra credit opportunities. That's right. 2 more. The first one's coming this week. It'll be put out in an announcement. It's going to require you to listen to a podcast, and I'll have a little video to explain how and why I want you to listen to the podcast, and then what I want you to do to get the extra credit. So that one's coming. And then there'll be a survey probably next week or right before the final exam. There'll be a survey for a little bit more extra credit. That won't be worth as many points as this podcast assignment I'm going to do. So yay, extra credit. Yay, I get to share something with you that makes me really excited. Lastly, this week, real quick, instead of reading in your textbook, you've got an online reading. It's a chapter out of another textbook. It's really interesting. It looks at sort of the history of communication via technology. I think you'll find it really interesting. I do. I'm a geek, though, so maybe that's why. That's it for today. Have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.